Good evening, everyone. My name's Mike, and this is my first ever vlog. I'm not sure where to start, actually, to be honest. I mean, my friend Steve did one of these a couple of days ago, and funny enough, it was his first vlog too. And I suppose sitting there looking at him, he made it look so easy. I mean, obviously he was chatting, completely out of bollocks, but he made it look so easy, just seemed to be stringing it together or such like that. And now sitting there just looking in front of a camera, it's kind of pretty weird, actually. I mean, you used to actually just talking to some person, but talking to a camera, it just feels really, really weird. I mean, I'm not sure even know how to start a conversation, to be honest. So how do you, I mean, what do people talk about in these vlogs? I mean, I've never done one before, obviously, and I've actually only watched one my mate did, and that's about it, really. I mean, what do I go on about what life's all about? I mean, we can start there if you want. I mean, I can sit here for 10 minutes and just talk about me and talk about everything else. I mean, we can give that a start at the moment. I mean, not much is really going on in my life at the moment. I mean, not a lot interesting really happens. Moving again, yeah, new house, 3-bedroom house, moving out from this piss-ass small flat at the moment. I mean, but don't you just hate moving, or is it just me? I mean, at the end of the day, we've moved 3 times in the last 4 years. I mean, that's quite a lot of moving, and it's just all the aggro that comes with it. You know, the fact that you've got to move everything out, all the big stuff. Don't want you want to get out the door, and it's just crazy. I mean, I've just got this bad feeling that the fridge freezer is going to break down, and also the fact of the matter is, if anybody rents and such like that, you probably understand where I'm coming from. You never seem to get much of your deposit back. I guarantee you now, we'll move out of this place and it'll be as spick and span as we can make it. But they'll find a stain on the floor and they'll go, oh, we've got to change the carpet, and you only get a bit back, man. I just think it's absolute bollocks. Just like a lot of things in life, I suppose, isn't it? I think it's just bollocks. I mean, who goes to work and enjoys it? You know, you go there, you bust your balls for a week's wage or whatever. And, you know, I actually sometimes do dread getting up for work. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, I can't really slag my job down at all, and I won't intend to slag my job down on the actual internet at the moment, because that probably wouldn't look too good for me. But, I mean, sometimes I really just hate getting up. I mean, you know, it's just the whole aggro, you know, it comes to about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm laying there and I think to myself, I really don't want to go to work today. But, you know, I suppose for responsibility-wise and such like that, you get up and just kind of do it. Now, but, you know, where do you go with that? I mean, another thing is, I live in Southend at the moment, and you know, as I say, when a bit of sunshine comes out, everybody seems to just go down to the beach, and you've got the traffic everywhere, and it's only like a little bit of sunshine. And, you know, yeah, fair play, it has been quite warm recently, but does that really warrant people to go down on the beach and try to sunbathe and get some sort of suntan? I mean, come on, it's not as hot as other countries, and you get these kind of, I can only describe it as a different breed of scumbag. The guys that, you know, they walk down the street, I'm sure you've probably seen them blooming where you all live and such like that. They walk down the street and they've got their tops off and they've got no muscle whatsoever. It's just skin and bone. I mean, sharp elbows and such. And I could literally probably just stand there and count exactly how many ribs this person has. And then they walk down the street with their little pigeon chest tucked right out, thinking they're the dog's bollocks, and they're thinking they're all hard and such. And you sit there and you think to yourself, well, the only thing that's actually hard, mate, is your nipples, because it's not as fucking hot as you think it is. Now, you know, put them away and stop offending me with, you know, with that kind of stuff. But then again, man, if you know me, you'll probably know that I'm pretty much easily offended. I mean, there's a lot of things that just offend me that probably sit there and you think to yourself, Mike, ain't you just been a little bit harsh there? But I suppose the best policy is to be brutally honest with everybody, and, you know, I like to say that I am pretty much brutally honest with everything I say to people. Excuse me, I mean, I've got nothing to hide. If I don't like you, I'll let you know that I don't like you. You know, I won't exactly be nasty about it, but you'll get the vibe there that I don't like you. But as I say, I mean, even still, Southend, yeah, you know, it just seems to be, I mean, in my opinion, just one of the places where all these psychopaths seems to just converge. I mean, the amount of times I could go into town during the day and you just see so many weird people. I mean, take for example, I mean, you see this, there's actually a guy that actually walks up this at the high street, and no word of a lie, he wears, what are them things called? He's got a pair of skin tight shorts on, and he wears what can only be described as women's tights, you know, the fishnet kind of tights, and I think these things on their feet, they call them clogs, is it, or clops, whatever they call them. They're like these sandal things that look like these plastic balls you used to get when you were a kid. And, you know, it's like made of plastic, and they come in variously wacky colours like luminous green and luminous pink and such like that. Now he wears these luminous green ones. Now, you know, he's oblivious to what's going on around him, and you look at him and think he's weird, but then he's got his equally weird person with him, who I like to call his bodyguard. Now, she is a lot shorter than him, but she's obviously a lot more wider than he actually is. I mean, he's a really big bean pop. She's just huge. I swear she tucks her tits into her waistband. I mean, it's crazy. And she wears these kind of jogging bottoms that can only be described as the Primark kind. You know, the kind of the slack pants you get that, you know, you only wear indoors because you don't want people to see what you wear in them, if you know what I'm saying, like that. And she just looks like, well, as I say, his bodyguard. She seems to walk a couple of feet in front, and she's got the most, you know, the most rage-filled, aggressive look on her face, like she's just sucked on a bee, like that. And it's pretty weird. It's kind of like, get out the fucking way because he's coming through. And, you know, that's just one of those many psychopaths that you'll probably encounter in Southend. I mean, another one that I've noticed as well. Now, you might find this just a bit weird, but hear me out. There's this tramp that goes around looking through bins in Southend, and I am actually convinced he is Jesus Christ. Now, he has all the characteristics of Jesus Christ, you know, the facial beard and the long hair, but you know, he also has the characteristics of a tramp. I mean, his clothes are tattered, he's dirty and such like that, but he systematically goes through these bins. Now, obviously people think that he's looking for food, but the truth is, I think he's looking for the Holy Grail. I mean, we all know that Indiana Jones found the Holy Grail, and he has stashed it in one of these many hundred bins around Southend. Now, this Jesus guy is trying to find them, and as soon as he finds that Holy Grail in that bin, he's going to rip off these trampy clothes and show us his dad's whiter than white robes, and he's just then going to just save the world from whatever happens and such like that. And that's a theory I'd like to believe. I mean, I'm tempted to actually go up to the guy now and give him a tenner just to make sure that my soul is going to be saved when the inevitable end of the world actually does happen. Which is just crazy, I suppose, isn't it? I mean, I know it's a crazy theory, but, you know, hear me out. If you see this guy, I mean, I might even take a picture one time and just put it on the internet, and you will see what I mean. I mean, it's a good theory. But yeah, that's just, you know, it's just one of the many wonderful things that seem to happen around Southend, you know. And this happens on actually a lunch break usually. I usually find when I'm out on the lunch break with my workmate Chris, we seem to find just all manner of weird people just walking up the street. And I know you shouldn't sit there and poke fun, but come on, I mean, some people, you know, I think they bring it upon themselves. And, you know, think what you may, I mean, but that's what I think. And, you know, at the end of the day, if you don't like what I'm doing, then obviously you can switch off and not watch this vlog, because you'll probably find out that there'll probably be quite a lot more rants than this, and probably be a lot more, not finger pointing, but obviously just, well, yeah, pointing at people and not laughing, but actually giving my opinion on people. But anyway, I've been sitting in there chatting for 8 minutes and 17 seconds. It's now 12:30. It's pretty late, and I actually should be going to bed now because I need to get up for work early in the morning. Thanks for actually sitting there and wasting 8 minutes of your life. You do realise you're never going to get that back. And hopefully I've entertained you for the time that you've actually sat here and listened to me chat maybe all this obscene bollocks. But, I mean, make of it what you will. And hopefully this won't deter me from making a second one or maybe even a third one. So, take care, everybody, and stay safe, yeah? Nice.